What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Thoughts on my Don't Try Too Hard If You're Handsome video. I had to make sure I had the title right, man. I got about 3,000 videos or something on here. And I don't actually think about them after I put them out. I don't think about them. But this one's been very popular. I put a link for it in the description box. It's shoot, if it keeps the views keep popping up like they have been in the past few weeks, shit, it'll be my most viewed video. It's already the second most viewed video. I was like, wow. And it came out back in September of 2021. And it had went dormant for a long time, but I don't know what happened. I think I mentioned this last week. Somebody shared it or something. I don't know. But all of a sudden, everybody's commenting on it. I'm getting some interesting comments on it. I'm getting a lot of guys because, I'm just saying, it's just some basic game that I learned when I was younger, like in my 20s and stuff. Don't try so hard. I used to have women saying, hey, you don't have to try so hard. You don't have to try so hard. Now, it's funny, though, right? Because you get some guys on there, they be like, well, I'm ugly. I don't have to worry about it. Delete. And there's some other guys on there saying, well, you don't know anything about that. They talking about my looks. I just got one. Let me say this to those guys. I'm sorry if I don't make your vagina tingle. My bad. It's like shit. I don't know. Women don't seem to have a problem. But then, you know what's funny, too? And this don't have nothing to do with that video. You get some guys saying, well, it must have been money. It must have been money. I thought I was broke. Oh, man. If I wanted to start really clowning some people and getting back at them, I have them ready to slit their damn wrists. That's why I leave people alone. I don't want to be responsible for some shit. Hold on for a second. Yeah, I had to cough, man. I hate this weather, man. It be hot, cold, whatever. Man, some shit. But yeah, I was thinking about that because the big thing about that whole thing. I mean, it's so popular. Now it's funny. That was a filler video. Seriously, I wasn't thinking anything. All the videos I do, I'm consistent every day on this channel. And really, even on my other channels, I'm very consistent. Even if I'm going to post 3 times a week or 4 times a week on my other channels, I stick with it, right? Now, if I'm posting and all of that, I can't hit a home run every single time. Every single one ain't gonna be like that deep video and everything. You can't be. Sometimes you just putting something in there to have something out. It's a filler episode, the show goes on type of episode. Now I ain't think much about that. It was just some simple thing I learned and stuff. Because when I was younger, man, I was like that rhino, man, full speed ahead. I had several women and some players who knew me. They took me to the side. I said, Ron, man, why don't you chill out a little bit? I was in straight rhino mode and shit, So I started chilling out, started getting it. And, it was a very simple game. Very simple. Now, I know people don't like that word game. Okay, strategy, whatever. Just chill out. Very simple concept. If women have been telling you look good, you need to chill. Because first of all, if you come for a woman and she think you look good, you doing all this, she going to think you're a player. Or she actually going to wonder, well, what's wrong with him? He look good, but he up here like sweating me. He must not have anybody, or he going to cheat. He going to be a player. You actually got to play it cool if you look good. Now, if you don't look good, and you've been, you pretty much women let you know one way or the other. Okay, you got to do extra. But if you look good, you got to, women told you to look good, you got to do something. Because, see, here's the thing. That's bait. Best bait, really. If you've been called handsome and everything, it's the best bait. Shit, let's just be real. And especially you practice body game, too. Hey, the women going to look. But then, what do I always say women will do? They'll say, he was all right till he opened his mouth. A lot of guys blow it. And just the fact so many guys have watched the video And then I did a whole other bunch of videos in relation to it. And you still got some young guys doing handsome man game videos. And indeed, I found shit doing some searches. Some guys were doing it before I was doing it. And in fact, I wasn't doing it until that one video. If that same video gotten like about 3,000 to 5,000 views, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. I was like, that's normal. Especially at the time it came out. Shit, I think when it came out, I can't remember exactly. I don't even think I had 50,000 subs. Got a lot more now. So I was just like, damn, everybody on it. But it speaks to something I always say, it takes more than looks. You know, you got some guys out here, they think, oh, you just look good. They think they'll just get some plastic surgery or just looks max. I'm like, okay, you got some good bait, she'll look. You know, she'll look, but that just give you a few more seconds. I'll share the video of that dude, what's his name? Model, Brett Maverick. I always share what he said because he's a model. He looked like one of those Chads. And he always says the same thing. You know? He always says the same thing. You know? You look good, it gives you 40 extra seconds. You still got to have some conversation or some game. And then they're going to check your behavior. In fact, they're going to be scrutinizing you more. Like, you almost got to let women, if you look a certain way and women have confirmed this for you, you almost got to, you got to kind of chill out. Really just kind of almost let them come to you. Or just be friendly. You can't do extra. I put it like that. Like, you don't have to do extra. Do anything crazy or say what some dudes will say, well, you got to do this, you got to break her down, or act like a clown. Shit, just be normal. And that's all I was really saying in the video. I actually watched it again, make sure, because, you know, once I do a video, I don't always think about it, what I actually said in it, you know? So I was just like, okay, whatever. But plenty of guys are concerned. But see, that's just the thing. Just because you handsome don't automatically mean a woman is going to really want you. And first of all, also too, it don't mean that you have to look a certain way. There's different types of handsome, and also how women gonna respond. In the description box, I'm gonna share links to 2 articles. One woman rated in like what she called 6 types of handsome men and how women generally respond to them. And then another one, she called it hot men. And then another article, another woman rated 8 types of hot men. And shit, one of the hot was ugly. See, understand something. The first thing to understand is there's no universal look that women gonna go crazy over. No universal look. There's gonna be different looks. That's why I say just present your best. But then a woman can still look at you. She can look you dead in the eye and still not want to fuck you. Yeah, I know some people get upset, but Rom gets raw on the car videos. And sometimes you got to give it to them with castor oil, you know? So, don't taste good going down, but it gets their attention. But look, here's the thing. The reality is, just being handsome, that's great bait. But it's not always enough. It's just that simple. It ain't that deep to think about. You gotta have more. And that's really all the video's talking about. Because there's been plenty of handsome guys. The women call them handsome, they want to give them some shit. You know? I've been rejected by women who call me handsome. I mean, they right to my face too. Look me dead in the eye and say, "No, I can't get with you. You too handsome. You too handsome." There's some other women who was like, they sucking my dick. You know? So it was just like, it's more. And it's what I always say. It's like, you gotta have more. That's the bottom line. You gotta have more. You gotta have that right mindset, demeanor. You gotta be masculine. Because women check out everything. Let me say it again. They check out every single thing. They check out the whole package. I'm a hammer that in. Anybody who follows my philosophy And hold up, let me go on another tangent. Every now and then I'll see somebody, not so much coming against me, but coming against guys who's telling men how to meet, and they'll say, oh, they don't have these credentials, they don't have this and that, right? If there was like one static scientific way a man could get a woman, everybody would use it. I'd be on here, I wouldn't even do car videos, I'd probably be in another profession, you know? Seriously. I'm just presenting my philosophy. Okay, my particular philosophy. And, you know, my philosophy is this is what women do. My philosophy is based on what women actually do. They look at everything, so fix up everything. Now, there's going to be some shit she might not like. Like the height thing. Okay, you might be 5'7" or something, but you're handsome, you're muscular. Shoot, you have a commanding presence. When I say commanding, you walking with your head up, you confident, you know? You got that mouthpiece. You can have that conversation with her. You know, you can stimulate her. You can make her laugh. You can stimulate her mind. You're excited. Oh, yeah, they'll say, well, yeah, 5'7". Okay, well, okay. There's always, look, first of all, understand something. Very few men are going to have everything a woman wants. I don't care how handsome they are, how muscular, how tall. There's always something, but that's normal. How many guys have met a woman who had everything they wanted? Seriously, if you meet any man, seriously, if you honestly have met just one person who had everything, like she looked just the way you wanted, she looked the way you wanted, her personality was exactly how you wanted, exactly, her personality, her body, her sex game, everything. Let me know. Let me know. Also, let me know what state you in, because apparently, you know, marijuana is legal in that state. You know? Please. Ain't nobody perfect out this joint. And look, here's the thing. Women are more pragmatic, so they know they ain't gonna get everything with a guy. They ain't gonna get everything, but if you got most of what they like and a few things, and then what they don't like, they can live with, you good to go. Men the same. Well, we ain't picky. As long as they can back that thing up, most men are just like, yeah, girl, you's a big fine woman, won't you back that thing up? I mean, let's just be real. She look good for us, like most men. Let's just be real. Shit. As long as she ain't too crazy. Some guys, they be like that. Hey, shoot, she might be crazy. Shit. She might, shit. You know how we are. Shit, men, feed us and fuck us, we good. Well, most of us. The sensible ones, we be like, hold up, she gotta have something going on, but that come with age. You young, she, as long as she fine, she good, you good to go. But see, women, they be looking at shit you ain't even thinking about. So it's just like, okay, if you don't got that, and even then, you don't know what she like anyway. Let's be real, because, you know, a guy might be called, in fact, one of those articles talked about that. You know, a guy might be considered ugly to all women, but to that woman, he's gorgeous. You know? To that woman, he's gorgeous. Shit. So you don't know. You don't know. And women like different things. They turn on. You don't know. Shit. I've mentioned several times about this woman I know. She popped out 8 babies for a guy she called ugly. You know? But he still had to have more, though. He had more going on. And that's the thing. See, here's the thing. If you can't just rely on just how you look. And I'm going to emphasize that, because I'm seeing that with a lot of dudes. And in fact, on that video, like I said, a lot of guys, I can tell by how they like worded their sentences and stuff. How they express themselves. You know? If you know what? I can't say what they look like, but if they think it's the issue, it's an issue. You know? They seriously think it's an issue. So it is an issue. But if that's an issue and you supposedly look good, but you ain't getting the women, common sense says, okay, you need more. So like Brett Maverick said in that video. That gives you 40 more seconds. You still got to talk to them. You got to have that conversation and everything. You got to have that conversation, that sex game. Depends on what environment you're in. Shout out Master Teacher BGS. He broke all the elements down. Environment, bait to get them over there. Like what environment, where y'all at and everything. What social circle you in. Environment, I gave that one. Bait, that's just drawing them to you. And that could be whatever the woman has on. You got a lot of guys, they might not look like, or physically look like all that, but shit, they drip is out of control. They drip, shit. The women like how they dress. Women, I'm famous for saying women will suck your dick off your shoes. I had several women confirm that. They said it. They say, yeah, we looking at those shoes. Women women say this, look at the shoes first. Women be looking at, I'll get into how women be reading a minute, because I'm at my cleaners. I got to drop something off and then get something. You know me. Real quick, style-wise. Take your shirts to the cleaners. Seriously. I said this before last time I was here doing a car video. Take your shirts to the cleaners. Like if you got a dress shirt or something, or even I'll take my polos and my Lacoste shirts to the cleaners. Get your shirts cleaned professionally. Always have your shit sharp. And then for everything else, have that good iron. I got like 2 irons. I got 2 irons. One is specifically a steamer iron. Have all that stuff. Keep your stuff sharp. A lot of people who saw me at the Game King seminar, they saw what's up. In fact, I'll put a link, not to the Game Kings, but I shared a few pictures right on here on a community tab of me. Like one of the outfits I was wearing is what I'll be doing the interviews in for the documentary. The other one was a suit I wore for the seminar. But dry clean. You got to keep your stuff clean. Presentations, everything. But I'll be back in a second because I want to talk some more about how women try to read a man, which is very important. Very important. Hey, what's up, y'all? All right, I'm back again. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let me finish the rest of it. You might be able to see in the back, these some sweaters I had dry clean. And then you might be able to see the plastic behind me. Those are like 5 collared shirts and some dress pants. Yeah. You gotta keep your stuff hung up, man. Gotta keep your stuff like crisp. And that's very important. And, I said I was going to get into how women looking at a guy. They look at the whole package. Because you got some guys thinking they just look at a man's face. Oh, no, they look at everything. I'm going to keep emphasizing that. Like visually, if you talk about the bait, they looking at your face, but they also looking at your body frame, body build. They looking at how you walk. A lovely lady who's done some webinars for me privately, and y'all want to get those, you gotta get on my Patreon. Good Lord, girl. Hey, mommy. Anyway, well, it's like Latina honeys. Good Lord. But anyway, she did something. Well, you gotta get on my Patreon, Raw Brotherhood, and I got a list of all the webinars I've done. I usually have somebody come in and do stuff for me. And she spent a lot of time just talking about posture. So women are looking at everything. A lot of guys don't understand just the nature of women. And see, they're not just looking at it just for aesthetics. Like, they trying to get an idea about your personality. Like, body language means a lot to a woman. It means a lot. They checking it out. That's just their nature. They looking at every little thing. See, some guys thinking, just because they can't figure it out, okay, well, I'm handsome, what's up? Okay, how are you walking? What's your body language? What kind of vibe you giving off? Indeed, those 2 articles I shared, that gives you a great idea how they're going to look at different guys. They might look at a guy and say he's cute, but, they ain't turned on by it. Or conventionally handsome, they're not turned on by it. Women turned on by different things. So, one, they looking at you for that. 2, they looking at you trying to get an idea about your personality. Notice I said idea. Now, this ain't to say they're always going to be right. That's not to say that. But they can get an idea. They're going to do that. In fact, during a seminar, there was something, you had one of the speakers there. He wasn't really on the pictures or anything, but he was with a young lady. He was asking her, like, to really look at all of us. How they look. What kind of vibe they gave off. Because they trying to get that. In fact, everybody who saw the seminar, they were like, he probably give off that sugar daddy vibe. Looking at me, because I had the suit on. I'm like, dude just didn't know. But anyway, that's how women in particular, that's what they're going to do. They're going to look at how you dress, what kind of vibe you give off, everything, right? That's just their nature. Now, they ain't going to always be correct, of course. You're never going to know until you actually deal with a person. And then you can just be wrong. You should be somebody like me. I purposely give off different, looks. Purposely. BGS peeped that shit about me. He's like, okay. That's because I move in different circles. So, and if I'm in that particular circle, that's where I'm presenting. And that's just a reality. Now, so if anybody really wants to do something, really wants to get the ladies, through their appearance, they got to think about what they're presenting. They got to think about it. Yeah, you might have that handsome face, you might have that good bone structure, but what that mean? I always talk about this dude I worked with, an attorney. I might have to watch it. He might happen to see this, But dude looked like Clint Eastwood with glasses. He looked like Clint Eastwood with glasses, but he was pretty much an incel. And, he's pretty, somewhat nice guy. There was some annoying things about him, but he had a lot going against him. He didn't have that body build. He had a scrawny body build. He had a scrawny body build, and then that's one. His height was about average, but he dressed nerdy. But he looked like Clint Eastwood with glasses. And then his behavior. Or if you want a better example, think about Chris Evans in Captain America: The First Avenger. How they use CGI to make him look scrawnier and slimmer. Now, do you think that scrawny, slimmer guy is going to really get a woman? Honestly, maybe it wasn't here or there, but he had the more, cutesy look, like cute kid brother look. But then he get the super soldier serum, and there was that scene in the first Avenger where his co-star actually reached out to his chest. That wasn't in the script. She said it. That wasn't in the script. That's why I push body game. But they looking at all of that stuff. They looking at all of it for the aesthetics, also how it looked, the appearance, and then just try to get an idea about, okay, what's this guy about? So it's just that's just their nature. That's what their nature. Shoot, even some dudes will do that. Try to think, oh yeah, he a thug, he this or that. That's just human nature. Only 10% of communication is verbal. Now, is it always going to be accurate? No. You're always going to miss some, and then they can be somebody like me who purposely will change his look. So, and somebody trying to figure out why I do that. Yeah. There's always a reason. Actually, I'll give you this much. It just give me freedom to move And if they ever perfect facial recognition technology, I know how to be invisible. But anyway, that's the thing though. You know, so yeah, you might be handsome, but then considered handsome, called handsome by women outside your family. But what else do you have? Okay, you got handsome. Okay, what's your body build? You know, how do you wear your clothes? How do you behave? You know, what's your posture when you walk? What's your posture? You know, it's like, how do you wear your clothes? What kind of style you got? Do you come off as confident or you come off as corny? You know? I mean, shit. Like, I give you an example. Now, you don't usually call, I still don't call names, but yeah, I already got started doing that. So, you look at somebody like Michael B. Jordan. There was a big deal out of that whole corny thing. And that dude was on the wire. That dude was on the wire. But how did he come off to the women? They couldn't say, they didn't say he was ugly, they said corny. He probably came off as clean cut or something, depending on where he's at. So my point is, there's a lot to it. So yeah, if you got like handsome facial features and everything, hey, that's great. But how's that going to come off in the environment you in? Because if you in some like poor areas, lower class areas, that could be dangerous for you. You need to look rougher. You need to look like you can like lay out a body. But then if you had that rougher look and you in a more upper middle class environment, more polished environment, it might not work for you. So you got to look at all of that. It's a lot of factors. It's not just a simple, oh, you look good, that's it. Shit. And indeed, like I always say, shit, women, their little brothers look good to them. They don't want to sleep with them, or a guy like a best buddy look good to them. It takes way more. But then again, a lot of guys that think that's the case because they really don't know. They from on the outside looking in. And they probably didn't talk to the woman and be in a position where she'll be honest with them about why she really messing with a particular dude. They making an assumption based on their own taste. Indeed, I remember there was some video, and I should have saved that video, and it was a while ago, but this dude was showing all these models and stuff, all these chads to some women, and most of them were like rating them below 5. See, that's another thing too. And I made a joke about that at the beginning, but at the end of the day, a man can't look at a woman and see what a woman sees, because once again, women looking at every little thing. What the fuck? Motherfuckers driving like crazy. But women looking at every little thing, and you don't know what their taste is, what they really evaluate, and how they even use the terms. Because a man is not a woman. You're not looking at the whole picture. You probably ain't looking at another man's shoes. I mean, yeah, you could probably say, well, yeah, he's built like a model, or muscular, or a certain height, but you don't know how that's coming across to a particular woman. You don't know. Because part of the thing, and I will always say this, part of the thing they looking at a man, their vagina. If as a man you don't have a vagina, so you can't say how a certain guy is coming across to a woman. You can't say, you can't see that as a man, so it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time asking. I told you when I was doing book signings with my book back when it first came out, I was still married. My wife would look at the guys and say, okay, he gonna buy it, he ain't gonna buy it and stuff. She would look at him. Because I couldn't tell shit. You can't make any assumptions. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Ain't no problem with it or anything like that. It is what it is. But as far as a man, what you just need to do, you just need to fix your shit up, man. You know? You need to just fix your shit up as best as possible. Fix your shit up as best as possible and do what you do. But anyway, right? You gotta stop in here. I'll give y'all one last part. I'll give y'all one last part before I go. Alright? So, anyway, I'll get back with y'all in a second. I forgot. I was going to end it, but I said, no, I'm going to show y'all one last thing. This is more about taking care of your clothes and everything, all right? I'll talk to y'all. I'll be back with y'all in a second. Yo, what's up, man? I just said I was going to do this. This is more about keeping your stuff up. Back here, you see my, hang all my coats here, my winter coats here. As you see, it's getting a little warmer out, and then I got this portable closet here, put all my winter stuff in. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. This is a very important thing. Got this and something else. Wait, hold on a sec. So anyway, y'all, that's it for today. So you know what? It's all about the total package, okay? Yeah, if you got that handsome face, yeah, hooray. Get that body right. Get your drip right. Get your posture right. Get your attitude right. You want to develop the whole package, okay? So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.